It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, 12. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11 mighty. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11. 11 MT paint. 11. Stop.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there, not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And some room to run now. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking for Bateman. He's got it complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to air one out. Touchdown! Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. This defense for the Steelers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
I'm one, right? 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Turbo son. Stop.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throw left side complete to Chase. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And here's Freiermuth again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Okay, ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Back to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. A 16-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Austin. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jamar Chase, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On two, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's going to let it go again. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Hands it off out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Ja'Marr Chase, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Burrow will throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
11, 11, 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
11 MT, tape.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. This is caught. And they will have...